Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are at the Varsity contest, about ready to start here. Glad you're alongside. This is TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, as we get ready for game number 2, the Varsity contest of things. So let's thank our very fine sponsors. That would include JoJo's Gaming Parlor. JoJo's Gaming Parlor offers the best gaming experience in the McDonough County area. Stop in for a cold drink and a chance to take home a nice wad of cash while you're at it. Also on game nights, check out the TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH Events, live on the big screens. Come join your friends at JoJo's, located at 776 North Cole Street, Bushnell, and cheer the area teams on to victory. McDonough District Hospital athletic trainers and the MDH Rehabilitation Center, locations in Bushnell and Macomb, provide extra support to Cyclones student athletes in the prevention, care, and rehabilitation of all athletic injuries. Learn more at mdh.org. McDonough District Care, more than hospital care, a hospital caring. Having slow and reliable internet just doesn't cut it in 2023. MTC Communications offers lightning fast phone, video, internet, and camera systems in McDonough, Henderson, and Hancock County areas. Visit mtc.crowdfiber.com to check your availability today. Your farm is your legacy. As a leading farm insurer, Country Financial is here to help protect it. Call Brett Powell or your local Country rep at 309-652-3889 for a free quote today. About a minute and a half, and folks, as I always say it, I'll kind of do my other job here for just a moment. Well, actually, we don't have the scoreboard operator and I don't have my camera operator, as we'll have them in hopefully just a couple of minutes to get things going here. I believe they have stepped outside to enjoy, well, there she comes. We'll hope the other one comes here in a moment, but we'll get ready for the national anthem. That's where I'll step aside and do my other thing here this evening. Good evening and welcome to West Prairie Junior Senior High School for this evening's matchup between the Lewistown Indians and your West Prairie Cyclones. At this time, please rise, ladies and gentlemen, remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem. No, it's not me.
Thank you. And now the starting lineups. First, for the visiting Lewistown Indians. Number 2, Gavin Pace. Number 15, Aiden Reed. Number 23, Skylar Parker. Number 32, Josh Arnett. and number 12, Connor Smith. The Indians are coached by Clayton Hatfield, assisted by Nate Atkins. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's time to meet your West Prairie Cyclones! Number 2, Xavier Hilton. Number 10, Matt Whitman. Number 23, Braden Copeland. Number 33, Brody Cordell. And number 34, Clayton Hunt. The Cyclones are coached by Ian Conklin, assisted by Sam DeCounter. Officials for tonight, Scott Cowell, Robbie Johnson, and Bill Forker. Good luck to both teams this evening.
Welcome in, had to go run off because of a squeaky microphone there. So here we are for this varsity contest here. Lewistown and the Cyclones. Matt Whitman, Braden Copeland, Xavier Hilton, as pass taken away from Copeland, and number 15 falling down there. So back they'll come the other way. Xavier Hilton with it on the far side. As Hilton out to Whitman. Whitman 3 on the way. It is no good. And the rebound. Xavier Hilton whacking that one away from number 32, Josh Arnett. As dribbling up now will be Aiden Reed. And they try the backdoor cut, can't get it. Bring it out, shot on the way, and no good. Clayton Hunt the rebound, shot on the way was no good by Skylar Parker. No score here so far, 7-10, clock rolling here in this first quarter. Copeland with it, into Clayton Hunt. Out to Hilton, a little shake and bake. Now has to pull it out to Whitman as they'll go back to work here. Whitman bouncing over for Hilton. Hilton looking at Copeland. Over to Whitman, very patiently looking here, down to Hunt. Hunt in the corner, trapped by Reed, throws that one into the backcourt, and it'll go out of bounds. That'll go out of bounds, and over to Lewistown. Gavin Pace, Connor Smith, Aiden Reed, Skylar Parker, and Josh Arnett on the floor for the Indians. 6:41 mark here, triggering inbounds will be Parker. Parker looks, bounces into Reed. Reed spins and now hands it off for Pace, right back to Reed, and they'll set the offense. Out top, Arnett looking in the post. Still waiting. They bring it out and drive in good. The floater in and good by Pace. Makes it 2-0. Copeland trying to get away from trouble is ambushed, and then Whitman able to take it back. Whitman going the other way, drives in, shoots, shot. It's good. So 2-2 here, 6:05 mark. Clock rolling here in the first quarter. Bringing the ball up is Parker. Parker pulls it up, brings it out, and throws it down, dribbles in on Hunt, and then traveled as he couldn't decide whether he wanted to shoot it or blow all the way in for the layup. Copeland into Whitman. Whitman starts to dribble up on Parker. Slowly now comes to Hilton, nearly bounced it off him. Hilton sliding between 2 or 3 guys, drives in, gets off his feet to Hunt, to Whitman. He'll shoot, shot, won't go, and the rebound tapped out of bounds. It'll go over to Lewistown. Indians will work it up here. Parker coming across half court. Holds, bounces in the lane for Smith. They've down on the baseline to Reed. Out for Smith. He'll put up a three. It's good. Connor Smith drops him the three and makes it 5-2. And we've got a reach-in foul as Pace reaches across. Pace commits the first on the team. And they'll bring it into Matt Whitman. Cole Cordell will check in this moment up to Copeland. Copeland dribbles the Euro step in and good. And makes it 5-4. 5 minutes left to go here in the first quarter. No, that is actually not called a travel. As they bring it out top, drive in, and Connor Smith going to the lane as it tapped away by Clayton Hunt. Cole Cordell in. Xavier Hilton will check out for West Prairie. Parker looks to bring it inbounds. We've got a substitution for Lewistown. As coming in will be Drake Ham replacing Reed. In it comes to Parker. Parker trying to whirl his way in there, misses a shot. And the rebound, Cordell out of there with it. Over for Whitman, 5-4 lead here. Copeland on the far side trying to get away from Pace. For Hunt. Hunt wheeling around to Copeland. Copeland in the lane, kicks over to Cordell, puts it up, and puts it in and good. And the Cyclones take their first lead at 6-5. 4.5 clock rolling here. Man-on-man put on here by the Cyclones. Up top it comes, working it for Smith. Smith will drive on Cordell, goes up, puts it up, and missed the shot. Rebound tipped, and Whitman's got it. Cyclones will be patient here. To Copeland, who will hold and look. Spinning out of trouble, whips it over to Whitman. Whitman for Cordell. Cordell tried to put it up over Smith. Smith getting the block, and he'll dribble himself out of trouble. Comes over to Parker, and Parker will bring it across half court. On the dribble drive there, picked up his dribble, needs help. Now finds Smith, and Cordell going to commit the reach in. As Reed will check in. He'll replace Parker now. Eli to counter in. He'll replace Brody Cordell. And he'll have the, well, actually they're going to switch around a little bit. Reed. Ready to trigger into Smith. Smith right back to Reed. Reed wheeling toward the lane. Up top for Ham. Ham a fake over to Pace. Pace gets Matt Whitman off his feet down to Arnett. Arnett a dribble, then back out to Ham. And 3 seconds in the lane. 6-5, 1 point Cyclone lead. 3.5 left to go here in the first quarter. Whitman loops it up to the counter. To counter. Fires it underneath. Clayton Hunt missed the lay-in, but got the foul. Nice look by Eli to counter. Oh, that cut across. And so Hunt will be up at the free throw line, ready to shoot. 30-second timeout called by Clayton Hatfield as he'll talk things over. 6-5, 1 point lead here for the Cyclones. And up at the free throw line, let's thank some more of our very fine sponsors here, like Ryden Farm Supply, located in the heart of Walnut Grove and in business since 1974. Ryden Farm Supply can meet all your needs for LP seed, fertilizer, and farm chemicals. Their LP service is unmatched in this area, and as a customer, they will take care of you. Give them a call today at 309-772-3121. Face-to-face, over the phone, by email, or by text. You choose how you do business with Tom Conklin State Farm. You can reach them at 309-837-1200. Visit them online at www.macombsf.com. Better yet, stop in and get a quote today at 1221 West Jackson Street in Macomb. Clayton Hunt, first free throw is no good. And speaking of Clayton Hatfield, very good player in his own right back in the day. I've been around long enough, I remember that. So Clayton Hunt hits the second one, makes it 7-5. Right back comes Lewiston. Reed, three on the way, bounces off, and the rebound tipped out of bounds. It'll be tipped out of bounds by John Barclay. And now they'll apply pressure here. Well, with two freshmen bringing up the ball and another freshman on the court, a little pressure might be the thing to do. As they work it all the way up to Cole Cordell on the far sideline. Cordell and Hunt, the lone seniors in the pair, or in the quintet. Whitman out with it, high far side. He's worked to 2:55 left to go first quarter. Over to Cordell. Out for Copeland, who nearly lost it. Gathers it back to Cordell. He'll spot three, no good. High rebound tipped, and Hunt had it from Smith, and then Whitman got it, and he's fouled. Ham will pick up the personal foul. And Kelly will check in. Inbounds from Whitman. Out to Eli to counter. Bounces over to Cole Cordell. And they'll reset the offense with 2.5 left to go first quarter. Cordell to Whitman. Waits for DeCounter. DeCounter out for Cole Cordell. Up to Copeland. Copeland driving in. Shoots shot over Smith and got it. 9-5 Cyclones by 4. Xavier Hilton will check in just a moment. As Connor Smith works it out top. Lobs down low, try to get it to Kelly, taken away. And Whitman coming out of there with it. 2 minutes left to go here in this first quarter. Here comes Whitman up to Copeland. Copeland waits, couple of bounces. Spins out of trouble, fakes, tried to get it to the counter. Had it tipped, got it back. Back to counter over to Whitman. Whitman to the counter. The counter to Cordell. He'll put up another three. It is good. Cole Cordell bangs home the three. Cyclones really moving that defense around. As they're working into Smith. Smith nearly had it poked away. Gathers it back. Dribbles in the lane. Kicks it out. Cordell able to take it away. Drives in, goes up, and foul on the way. Ham with his second personal foul. Cordell up to the free throw line. Clear will check in. Cordell, free throw is no good. Pace and Clear will check in. Hilton will check in. Matt Whitman will go out. And also Smith going out for Lewistown. Cordell's second one is no good, and it did not hit the rim, so it'll be Lewistown basketball. Andrew Hunt's going to check in. He'll replace Clayton Hunt for West Prairie. 12-5, 7-point lead now. Ham going to bring it in here to Reed. Reed will work it up. Everybody going short. Ham dribbles, fakes, comes over to Pace. Pace working on Hilton. Looks in the lane at Kelly. Now Pace driving over the baseline. Cut off there, and he'll be fouled. And it is on Xavier Hilton. Hilton picks up his second. As Reed will trigger it in underneath the near side of the free throw line. Looking for Kelly to Reed. Reed sets his feet. Three up, no good. Rebound tipped in the air. Nice job by Ham getting up to it. Just bowls his way into the basket, puts it up and in, and makes it 12-7. It had been a long run of West Prairie points. Copeland working up with it. 55 seconds left to go in this first quarter. Coming to Cole Cordell. Cordell gets a pick from DeCounter. Dribbles in. 17-footer is good. Cordell putting it up, makes it 14-7. And here comes Ham dribbling up here with 40 seconds and counting in the first quarter. Bounce for Kelly, lobbed it down to Reed. Reed had a hard time getting hold of it. To Pace, to Ham, out to Clear. Clear toward the lane. Right in and good. Parker will check in at the next dead ball here. It is 15-9. As the Cyclones work here with 15 seconds. Cordell picks up his dribble, comes to Hunt. Hunt quickly to Copeland. Copeland with a dribble. Got to work here with 7-6. Drives in the lane, lost the handle on it. Hunt gathers it back. Gives it to counter in the lane. Puts up shot, won't go. And that's the end of the first quarter of play with the score of 15-9 in favor of West Prairie right here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
At Western Illinois University, Leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a Leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
And we're back here, 15-9 is the score as we head to the second quarter of play here. Cyclones up by 6. And just been pretty methodical as they work along here, as they go along the trail. And again, glad you're alongside for TSSR Game Time Live, kind of switching over a little bit, doing some girls' games here. And we won't be back at Scioto for quite some time, I believe, as both the boys and the girls on long road trips. I know only 4 more home games for the boys, and I think only 1 for the girls. It's 15-9. Matt Whitman will cross half court. Xavier Hilton, Andrew Hunt, Cole Cordell, and Eli to counter on the floor for the Cyclones. Hunt going to give a screen and picked up his dribble. Coming to Whitman. Whitman, very patient here, comes over to Cole Cordell. Watches a couple of cuts. Screen there. Cordell bouncing out in the corner to Hilton. Hilton keeping his dribble, spinning in there. Can't find anybody. Shoots shot, no good. And the rebound pulled down by Kelly. Nearly threw it away as Ham gathered it back, fires it up the court. And Clear able to gather it in. Over for Pace. Pace up. Missed the lay-in. Rebound. He is able to tip it. Kelly with it. Out to Ham. Ham quickly over to Parker. Ham, Parker. Clear. Pace. Kelly and Ham on the floor. Clear shoots shot and got it. So 15-11. 7 minutes left to go in this first half of play. Whitman over to Cole Cordell. Cordell holds it. Going to get a pick from Hunt. Dribble in there in the corner. Wheels it out to Whitman. Whitman coming down over to Hilton. Hilton looking for Andrew Hunt to give him a screen. Drives lane, goes up. Shot is good off glass. Creative, I must say. 17-11, West Prairie by 6. Back we come. Ham, nobody picked him up. Drives in the lane, shoots shot, won't get it to go. Rebound tip. Kelly pulls it out of there. Clear a rebound, and we've got a foul on the rebound. I believe Andrew Hunt's going to pick up the personal. Braden Copeland and Clayton Hunt will come in. Xavier Hilton and Andrew Hunt will come out. Connor Smith comes in, replacing Kelly for Lewistown. Parker going to bring it inbounds. Waits, lobs into Ham. Ham looking for Parker, coming right back. And 3 on the way, no good. Rebound, Hunt down with it. Off to Copeland. Copeland taking off up the court. Slows it down. As Whitman holds. Spins away, drives in the lane. Had it bumped away, out to DeCounter. DeCounter 3 on the way. No good, and hits the upper support. So that will bring it over to Lewistown. Ham into Parker. And Josh Arnett will check in just a moment. Parker works it over to Pace. Pace working. Out to Clear. Clear lobbing in the lane for Smith. Smith puts it up, missed it. Hunt the rebound, and Smith commits the over-the-back foul. One of those things you always tell a young man, don't compound the problem. You miss the shot, don't commit a foul. And Arnett will come in. Clear will go out for Lewistown. Copeland inbounds to Whitman. Matt Whitman works it up. Now comes up forward to counter. To counter out for Cordell. Spots the 3. No good. Rebound to Font 4, and Ham pulls it out of there. Ham going to push it up the court. traveled as he went to bring it up. Had a man open up the court, but just couldn't decide to get it there. And they'll bring it back the other way. 5:27 mark here of this second quarter. Inbounds over for Whitman. And he'll bring it. Whitman down for Copeland. Copeland just waiting and holding. In the lane for Hunt. Hunt dribbling away in there, put it up. And we've got a foul called. And Parker with the hold. Clayton Hunt will be back up at the free throw line. And people wonder why it was a little late, but maybe waiting for one of the other officials to get it. Hunt makes the first. Lead is now 18-11. Ready the second one. It's good as well. Clayton Hunt makes a pair and makes it 19-11, largest lead for West Prairie. 5:10 left to go first half. Parker bouncing to Smith. Smith wanted the back cut to Pace. Out to Parker. Parker, nice looking shot, no good though. And Copeland's down with a rebound. Copeland driving in and offensive foul. Kind of saw that coming. Parker drawing the charge. So that'll bring it back the other way. That is on Copeland, his first. Reed's going to check in, a ham out for Lewistown. And Clear's going to check in as well. He'll replace Pace. Two fouls apiece on the teams. And now Parker comes back the other way, gives it over to Reed. Reed out to Smith. Smith quickly over to Clear. Looks down at Reed, comes out to Parker. Parker driving lane, shoots, won't go. And the rebound tipped out. Fight for it on the floor. Arnett with it out to Clear. He'll put up three. That one is good. 19-14. 7 in the game already for Clear. As back they'll work it. Whitman holding on the outside. In the lane to Hunt. Hunt out to Copeland. And back to Cordell. Cordell, couple of dribbles down, shoots three. It's good. Cole Cordell answers. And makes it 22-14. Back will come Lewistown. It is Clear holding it. Out to Smith. Smith fakes, gets Clayton Hunt up, drives in, puts it up, and puts it in. Nice job getting him up and going. 3:50 left to go here in the second quarter. Copeland up to Whitman. Whitman waits, holds, and finds Cole Cordell out top. Back to Whitman. Whitman, very patient here, bouncing to Copeland, who gathers it back to Cordell. Tried to lob it inside, and Smith coming over the top. Going to commit the personal foul. That was one of those, you just go straight up. 12, that is on Smith. That is his second. Inbounds to Hunt. Hunt goes up, puts it up, and puts it in. Clayton Hunt takes it in, expands the lead back out to 8. So here comes Reed trying to load Arnett and threw it away. Kelly going to come in. He'll replace Smith for Lewistown. Pace going to check in as well. And he'll replace Reed. Copeland walks it up here. 3:18 left to go in the first half. Braden Copeland up quickly to Cole Cordell. He'll spot another three, rolls out. Kelly the rebound. Out to Arnett. Arnett looking, trying to find a path up, gets it to Parker. And he had a wide open Pace on the baseline and threw it through his hands. We go under 3 minutes left to go first half. Braden Copeland dribbling it up. Trying to get away from trouble. Gets away from 2 or 3 guys. Wheels it out of there. And lost the handle on it. Fight for it on the floor. And it'll be Lewistown basketball as Coach Conkling tried to get a timeout called. Couldn't get it. So it'll be Lewistown basketball. Indians bring it up here with Parker at the throttle. Low 1-4 set now for the Indians as Kelly bursts out top. Gives it to Clear on the baseline. He gets a screen. Hunt able to stop him. Out to Kelly. Over for Pace. Pace works. Wants to come down to Parker. Picked up his dribble. Needs some help. To Clear. Clear. Giving it over to Parker. Parker going back to work. Out to Clear. Clear. Holden in the corner to Parker. Parker with Matt Whitman on him. Gets a screen from Kelly. Pull up. Out to Arnett. And they're very content here, working it under 2 minutes left to go in the first half. Back to Parker, and they'll just reset the whole darn thing. Whitman trying to poke it away. Out to Clear. Clear working on Clayton Hunt. On the far side wing, has to step out and bounce to Kelly. They're trying to look for a lot of cuts on the post underneath, but there's not much there. Pace in the lane. Lobs it up over the head of Arnett and out of bounds. And the turnovers are really starting to add it up here for Lewistown. Couple of big opportunities missed as Matt Whitman slowly walks it up. Gives it to Copeland. Copeland wheels through. And Whitman nearly lost it, gathers it back. Out to Cole Cordell. Cordell back to Whitman. Whitman kind of looks in at Hunt for a minute. Then comes back to Copeland, as they said. Minute 10 left to go here, first half. Cordell in the lane front, out to the counter. He'll put up the corner shot, no good. Hunt the rebound, he'll put it up, won't get it to go. And they fight for it, Kelly out of there with it, and we've got a foul called. We'll see who that's on, whether it's on Hunt or Copeland. And it is on Copeland, that is his second on the team. Ham back in the ball game, dribbles it up now, under a minute we go. Ham coming to the far side, out to Kelly. Kelly looks at Arnett in the paint. Scooted his foot. Now one extra just took that extra scoot with his foot and travels with it, so the Cyclones will get it back. The Indians have left a lot of chances on their plate. Copeland getting over the timeline, tapped out of bounds, it'll stay this way. Inbounds to Whitman. Whitman walks it on the way. 38 seconds left. They work it over to Cordell, and Cordell kind of took his eye off of it, let it go out of bounds. Teams exchanging turnovers here. As Connor Smith checking in, he'll replace Kelly. Into Parker. Back to Ham. Ham works it up to the far side. Out to Smith. Smith working on Hunt. Trying to find a way in. Comes to Ham. Ham down and count the bucket and the foul. Didn't see who the foul was on, but Ham able to get to the basket. That is on Clayton Hunt. Hunt's picked up, I believe, his second. As Ham will step up the free throw line, try to complete the three-point play. So 24-18, as Ham will try to make, and does, makes the free throw. So 24-19, here comes Whitman up with it, 17 seconds. Clear gonna pick him up. Whitman down for Cordell, Cole Cordell, they're looking for Whitman out top. Whitman, and Clear gives the person. And Clear picking up that one, clearly. 6 seconds left to go here as the Cyclones bring it in. They try to get it to Braden Copeland, able to get it to him. He'll go shoot. Shot on the way, no good. Rebound tip, and shot at the buzzer, no good. 24-19 is the lead for the Cyclones at the half. We'll step aside, be back with the second half coming up in just a little bit. This is TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. And we are back here as we get ready for the second half of play, 24-19. Low scoring affair, but overall, pretty good. Been fairly well played, each team. A lot of chances. And it will be Cyclone basketball to start things. For the Indians, it is Smith, Clear, Pace, Ham, and Arnett. For the Cyclones, it is Whitman, Copeland, Cordell, DeCounter, and Hunt. Matt Whitman dribbling it up here. Comes down to Cordell on the near side in the lane. Stolen away by Smith. And Copeland going to give the personal. And on Copeland, I believe that is his, may even be his third. As Ham will look to bring it inbounds, it is his third. They look for Pace in the corner. Ham looking out for Smith. And a bump on block and foul on Clayton Hunt. He was trying for the steal, and you always tell kids if you can't 1,000% get that steal, especially with a post player, you don't want to give a foul out by half court. Clear. Holds and waits, looking, has Arnett or has Smith. Looking for Arnett, going up on Hunt, puts it up and puts it in. And the Indians, a nice possession to get the second half on a play underway, 24-21 lead. West Prairie, Copeland working toward half court, now comes down to Cordell. Cordell above his head, bounces for Whitman. Couple of dribbles, he'll shake to Copeland as Hunt. And DeCounter work on the inside. Cyclones have had great ball moment here. Eli DeCounter had to gather one there. Knew that would happen. Just as I said that one went away. Out for Whitman. Whitman holds and waits. Cyclone being patient, and Whitman trying to catch somebody in the lane as Smith take it away to Arnett. Arnett puts it up, misses it. Rebound fought for. Braden Copeland out of there with it. As he's 2-on-1 with Eli DeCounter, stops, pulls up, shot, no good. And Arnett can't gather the rebound in on the baseline. Cyclones are bringing it here, 24-21, 6:48 mark here this third quarter. DeCounter bounces to Cordell. Ham jumping right at him. Cordell hit a couple threes in that first half. And now Whitman, long bounce. Copeland wasn't paying attention. And now the Indians will come the other way. Copeland's got to be careful. He's got three. No move from Ian Conkling to get him out of there. 24-21. Ham dribble drive, bounce it over to Smith. Smith wheels it in himself, puts it up, misses it, and the rebound, though, right there is Ham to put it up and in. 24-23 Cyclones. Xavier Hilton will check in. Down to Cordell. Cordell wheeling it up out of there. Pace gives the bump and foul. And we'll see who Hilton's coming in for. It is Cole Cordell he's going to replace. Inbound to Whitman, Matt Whitman. Looks for Hilton, and a nice jump to get that. Hand body up, whips it over to Whitman. He'll go in the lane, lay it up, can't get it to go. Hunt the rebound, he'll put it up, and able to put it in. Clayton Hunt getting the rebound. Now Ham will come back the other way, 26-23. Lewistown works, Smith faking up. Kicks out to Clear, Clear looking at Arnett. Down the lane for Pace, out to Arnett. He'll go up on DeCounter, misses it. And the rebound, two Cyclones knock it away from each other and out of bounds. Ham to trigger in, box offensive set. Coming in, into Smith. And he'll shoot the turnaround, won't get it to stick. Rebound We've got a rebound foul. Will be important to see who that's on. Is on Arnett, and Brody Cordell will check in. Eli to counter out as Cordell comes in, Parker in, and Arnett goes out. Inbounds to Whitman. As Matt Whitman works toward Ham. Starts to avoid him, comes across the timeline, spins out of trouble, wheels down the lane and tried to get it into Clayton Hunt, threw it away. And out of there with it comes Ham. Ham down the lane, spins for Parker. Parker thought shot, said no. In the lane, Hunt works on and Smith work on each other. Parker down and out for Clear. Clear gonna spot a three. That one's no good. Cordell the board. And Parker reaching in around behind there. Gets caught. As the third on Lewistown. Down to the 5-minute mark here. Ryan Clark going to check in. As Whitman comes in out. They bring it into Ryan Clark. Clark will work it over to Copeland. Copeland coming near the timeline. Trap. And they'll call a timeout as Copeland went into the trap there. 26-23, 4:56 left to go here in the third. Let's thank some more of our fine sponsors on TSSR Game Time Live, like Pawn Plus. Pawn Plus, proud to serve Macomb and the surrounding area for over 20 years, providing cash for most items of value. Pawn Plus, the area's largest seller of used firearms and other items, including on-site jewelry repairs, open Monday at 9 to 5, Monday through Saturday. Great selection of jewelry, electronics, tools, and video games. Located at 324 West Jackson Street, Macomb, between Airco and Taco Bell. For all your local news, subscribe to the Community News Brief Weekly Edition, mailed directly to your home every Friday. As an option, you can see Monday and Wednesday editions by email. All this for only $42 per year, or $38 per year if you're 65 or older. Single copies purchased at select locations: Bushnell, Colchester, and Blandonsville. Cyclones back to work as Brody Cordell dribbles, bounces out for Hilton. Xavier Hilton down, back to Cordell. Cordell holds, looks to go to lane, comes to Clark. Clark out to Copeland, over to Hilton. Hilton in the lane, tried to go, lost the handle on it, and then commits the foul. Again, you always say don't compound the problem. And that will be on Xavier Hilton. That is his second. As Parker brings it up for Lewistown. 26-23. As they bring it for Smith. Smith out for Parker. Parker open three. Good, and a foul. Yes, and it counts. As Parker will step up for the three-point play, or four-point play rather. And Matt Whitman will check back in. Brody Cordell comes out. And Parker at the free throw line will try to put the Indians into the lead. Free throw is no good, and the rebound tipped. Hilton had it, throws it back in. Pace had it, over to Parker. Parker's going to spot it up again. Nope, not that time. Smith with the rebound, back out to Parker. Ham was wide open. Everybody missed him, jumping up and down. Gets it. And now they'll bring it over. Swinging it in the lane for Clear. Clear working on Hilton. Shoot shot and got it. Makes it 28-26. First lead for Lewistown of the night, or actually should say since the first quarter. As Hilton down for Clark. Back to Hilton. Bouncing over for Whitman. Whitman back to work. Hilton kind of looked at it, shakes it a little bit. Comes back to it, working to Whitman. Whitman down the far side. Lobs it cross court. To Hilton. Hilton to Whitman. Whitman, he'll spot up a three. No good. Rebound. Hilton had it, lost it. And then Pace able to pick it up on the sideline. He's able to work it. Back they come the other way in the lane. Clear wide open. Fouled by Copeland, though. And that's his fourth. And so makes it. It's 28-26. Clear at the line. Free throw is good. Yeah, they by 3. Xavier Hilton out. Cole Cordell coming back in. And now Clark coming out. And Clear will set himself for number 2. It is no good, and the rebound, Reed taps it out of bounds. (29-26). As Whitman will dribble it up. Whitman over to Copeland. Copeland holds on. Gives and holds, bounces up to Whitman. Whitman working, 3 minutes left to go in the quarter. Here in the third, they bring it out. And down it goes to Copeland, out to Whitman. Waits and holds, looking, gets a screen from to counter, actually goes the other way. Bounces in, can't get it to go in the rebound, pulled down out of there by Kelly. Up to Arnett, up to Parker. Parker swinging out to Pace. Pace for Kelly, he's going to spot up 3, no good in the rebound, chased down by Arnett. Arnett to Pace. Coming to Parker. Parker wheels it out top. Whitman nearly took it away, nearly tied him up to Kelly. Back out to Parker. Parker holds over to Pace. Pace in the lane, wide open. Kelly puts it up and in. And the Indians are starting to try to apply the knockout blow. It is 31-26. As back they'll come. Over to Copeland. Copeland swinging for Cordell. Cordell bouncing down to Copeland. Copeland, remember, he's got the 4 personals. Over to Cordell. Cordell a bounce. Cross courts to Whitman. Whitman trying to get in the lane. Spins. Out to Copeland. Back to Whitman, and we work down 1:45. A lot of working the ball around. Copeland three-pointer on the way. It is good. Cyclones pull closer as Reed works it here. Out to Arnett. Arnett over to Pace. Pace holds and waits. Parker has it and then still can't get out there. To Hunt and lost out of bounds. It'll stay with Lewiston. Pace out and Ham comes in. Parker going to bring it inbounds. And they lob into Reed. Reed waits. And Copeland has fouled out of the game. I think. Smith going to come back in. Hilton coming back in. And that is actually 4 on Copeland. I thought it was 5. It is 4. As Reed will step to the free throw line. Makes that one. Next. Copeland out. Kelly comes out. Smith back in for Lewistown. And it is 31-29. Second one, no good, and Hilton down with the rebound. Xavier Hilton charging up the court, and Parker able to take it away. Hilton tied up. It'll go over to Lewistown. Whitman comes up here. As Bill Forker checking on there. Reed, I think, got elbowed in the head or may have gotten hit in the head, making sure he's okay. Parker looking to bring it inbounds. Cyclones will apply a little pressure. Parker working on Whitman, trying to get past him, spins toward the lane, out to Ham. Ham holds and waits, Comes to Smith. Smith wanting the backdoor cut. It is Ham down the lane. Shot is good. And the Indians trying to pull away here. The lead 33-29. Whitman in the backcourt. And everybody kind of left him trying to get around Ham. Comes to the sideline, nearly poked away. Hilton picks it up. And loses it again up to Reed. Reed in the lane. Whitman the foul. As Matt Whitman comes crashing in there, Andrew Hunt will check in. And Aiden Reed will step up to the free throw line. As Reed puts it on the way, free throw's good. 34-29. Ham goes out. Pace comes in. Xavier Hilton goes out, clear. Comes in, Parker goes out. And Reed, ready to shoot. Second one is good, makes it 35-29. As Cole Cordell in there now, along with Eli DeCounter, Andrew Hunt, and Clayton Hunt. Over to DeCounter, down for Clayton Hunt. He works back to DeCounter, over to Whitman. 20 seconds left to DeCounter. He'll fake, bounce to Andrew Hunt. Andrew Hunt over to Cole Cordell. 13 seconds, over to DeCounter. DeCounter backing out to Whitman, over to Cordell. It's 3A on the way, no good. And the rebound, Pace pulls it down. Gets it out of there. Smith, couple fakes, puts up shot, won't go. And at the end of 3 quarters of play, it is 35-29, Lewistown in the lead right here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
Find the right cycle combinations. Simply choose what and how you want to wash and dry to help keep clothes looking their best. Intuitive controls, brought to you by Whirlpool.
And we're back here as we get ready for the 4th quarter of play. It has been a tight game. Lewistown starting to pull away here in this late 3rd quarter. And a lot of it, a little bit of fatigue, and the Cyclones still trying to work their way around. They are very, very young in the backcourt. And put a young lineup out there most of the time. Cole Cordell will bring it in. And now working it up is Whitman. Whitman, Cordell, DeCounter, Clayton, and Andrew Hunt on the court for West Prairie. Whitman with it in the lane, shoots shot, won't get it. Oh, actually did get it to go. Friendly rim and bounced in. As Pace, very lucky, Clear was behind him, nearly threw it away. 35-31, Whitman working on Pace in the backcourt. Hands off to Clear. Clear working on DeCounter, up to Smith. Wanting Arnett in the post, now gets it to him. Arnett, shoot shot, won't go. And it'll be out on Lewistown. Actually, Reed was upset that it was on them, but could have possibly been an over the back there. DeCounter holds it, bounces back to Whitman. Whitman works it over to Andrew Hunt. Up back to Whitman. The Cyclones break pressure. So they come to work here. Still can be patient. DeCounter back to Whitman. Whitman. And I don't know, a trend I'm seeing now, you're seeing teams on the bench clapping. I'm not sure why. As Whitman puts it in, won't get it to go, but a foul called. That'll be on Pace. And Parker will check in just a moment. Matt Whitman at the free throw line can inch West Prairie a little bit closer. Whitman free throw is good. Parker going to check in. He'll replace Clear. Ham is in replacing Reed. Even with the 3 fouls, they're going to keep Pace in there. Second one on the way, no good. Clayton Hunt the rebound. He'll put it up, miss it, and Ham skies high for the rebound. Up quickly to Smith. Smith dribble and kicks out to Pace, over to Ham. Over to Arnett, they work the near side. He'll try dribble, come up for Ham. Ham trying to get downhill, goes up and gets it to go. So 37-32, 6:25 left to go in the ball game. As Whitman brings it up. Out to Cordell, over to DeCounter. Down for Hunt. But again, not sure where the team on the bench clapping got started. I've seen that on a couple teams now. As Whitman brings it to Cordell, he'll shoot the three, won't go. Rebound Arnett down with it. Off to Smith. And he'll walk it across the timeline. Ham looking for someone. Finds Smith, backdoor cut to Parker. Puts it up and puts it in. Ups it to 39-32, 7-point lead. 5.5 left to go here now. Cyclones losing a little ground. Got to score somehow. DeCounter. He'll put it on the floor, come out to Clayton Hunt in the corner, over to Cordell, high out top. And we've got a timeout called by West Prairie. We'll step aside as well. This is TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
I went through MDH when we were trying to get pregnant. We were struggling the first year, and then when we got pregnant, I stayed at MDH and through labor and now for pediatrics. My experience was nothing short of phenomenal. I was met with amazing staff members who helped me through concerns that I had when she was first born, helping me learn how to be a new mom. It was really reassuring and comforting knowing that I had so much support and kindness around me. My entire pregnancy at MDH was amazing.
39-32, the Indians pulling away a little bit here. Inexperience kind of does that. They bring it out to Hunt. Cyclones bring it over to Braden Copeland. Copeland's got to be careful. He's got the 4. Wheels it out to DeCounter. DeCounter back to Copeland. He'll put up the 3. That's well short of the mark. Parker out of there with it. And he'll bring it up the court. Nearly lost it. Gets it to Ham. And they'll set up to Reed. Reed gives a look. Out to Smith. Smith holds. He'll dribble in the lane. Go up. Missed it. But Reed there with the rebound. He can't get it. And Hunt saved it. Nice save by Hunt into Copeland and Smith. That was a frustration foul. Committed that on Copeland and on Smith. I think that'll be his 3rd. They give it to Copeland, far side wing. He'll take a couple bounces. D-line to counter up to Clark. Clark out for Whitman. Whitman. And I think Whitman lost the handle on it and then commits the foul as Parker going the other way. And we've got a timeout called here by Lewiston. They'll take a timeout, 39-32, 4:29 left to go in the contest. The Indians up by 7. We'll step aside here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
My experience with McDonough District Hospital was amazing. I have a lot of allergies, complicated by nasal problems. And the procedure I had is Vive Air. Dr. Sparks was incredible.
The Vive Air procedure is a radiofrequency ablation procedure. She no longer has to do any medications to breathe, so she gets much.
Skip adding detergent to every load with the Load and Go dispenser. Choose from models that hold enough for 20 to 40 loads. With select models even adding a second compartment for fabric softener. So clothes get the care they need, and you can skip adding detergent every time. The Load and Go dispenser. Now available in 3 sizes. Brought to you by Whirlpool.
And we are back here at Lewistown working the ball, and they can afford to be choosy. They lead here by 7 with 4:20 left to go in the game. Ham holding it out, had Smith for a moment. Now to Reed, now probably trying to get him a little better position up top for Arnett. Over to Ham, and again, they can be really choosy here. They're up by 7, clock ticking. Tick down under 4 minutes left to go. Ham holding on out to Smith. Smith to Reed. Reed catches and hold over for Parker. Parker. He'll back it out of there. He'll run himself to the near side. Out top for Smith. Smith for Ham. And again, they can just let the air out of the basketball. And actually, Smith too long in the lane. Whitman going to bring it up. As he gets past Ham, caught in the corner, over to DeCounter. DeCounter bouncing down for Clark. Clark, couple of bounces, cross courts for Whitman. Whitman dribbling, spins out of trouble, over to DeCounter. DeCounter quickly to Copeland. Copeland shot on the way. Clark able to pick up the rebound, can't get it. Fight for it inside, and jump ball, possession arrow will be Lewistown. .317 left to go here, and again, Lewistown can be as patient as they want to be. Into Smith. Smith to Reed. Dangerous pass. Reed able to gather it in. Over for Parker. Parker working. Up top, stolen away by DeCounter. DeCounter in the lane, goes up with it. Missed the lay-in. And out of there with it comes Arnett. Reed back to Smith. Smith wheels it out of there. And again, no point in being in a hurry. 2:50 left to go here in the ball game. Reed over to Parker. Out to Smith. Smith fakes, gives it to Ham. Again, you want to get something perfect here. You're in the lead. Now for Ham. Ham back out to Smith. Just working. Smith in the lane, goes up, missed it, and the rebound. Copeland's out of there with it. Quickly up the court in the lane, fakes, shoots shot, and can't get it to go. He'll go to the free throw line. As Clear will check in for Lewistown. Braden Copeland will go up to the free throw line. Free throw is good. Smith will come out. He's got 4. Cyclones cut it to 6. Second one's good as well. And a timeout called by Ian Conklin. Going to try to set something up for the last 2:21 of this ball game. 39-34. West Prairie leads at Lewistown, or Lewistown leads West Prairie right here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
I chose MDH. We moved here and I was researching different places that would allow me to VBAC, have a vaginal birth after C-section, and the doctors here do encourage that, and so I chose that after looking online, and I wouldn't want to deliver anywhere else because they all go above and beyond, and they're so kind and actually care about you.
And we are back here again, 39-34. Parker will bring it in, joined by Ham, Reed, Clear, and Arnett. Into Clear. Bring it up quickly to Arnett, breaking pressure. Arnett looking to drive in the lane, kicks it out. Ham holds, comes for Clear. Clear as we work down toward 2 minutes. Over to Reed. And again, just can be working around out to Clear. He'll hold as Clark comes out on him. Over to Ham. And they'll give a foul on Hilton. And that'll be the second on the team in this fourth quarter. The third. And now Parker will ready to trigger it inbounds. They bring it out top for nice catch by Reed. That was a difficult catch out there. Minute 50 left to go. Again, West Prairie got to get the basketball. And Clark going to give the personal. 39-34. Smith's going to check back in. And Parker will go. Oh, Arnett will go out. I couldn't tell whether they're taking Parker or not. They both came over. Parker bringing it in. Minute 45 into clear. Clear. Want to work. And they're going to whistle Clark for the foul. And that will be the fourth on the team. Parker will bring it inbounds once again. Parker ready to trigger. Line offensive set. They're kind of looking for Smith. They get it into Reed. Reed has it tipped out of bounds by Hunt. It'll stay with the Indians. And Parker will do it all over again. Ready to trigger in. Had Smith for a second. Comes out to Reed out top. Reed. As Ham goes to work, spinning around there. Trying to break the count. Ham gives it off to Reed. Reed, they're just going to run the circle back and forth. And that's going to be free throws upcoming. As they say, Whitman fouled Parker. As Parker readies. Free throw on the way. No good. Reed's going to come out. Pace comes back in. Eli to counter. In and Xavier Hilton out. Parker. Ready's at the free throw line. And makes one or two. 40-34. In comes Copeland. Copeland up to DeCounter. DeCounter spins. Bouncing for Whitman. Whitman. To DeCounter to Whitman. And to get a shot on the way. Up and no good. Rebound tipped out of there. And clears out of there with it. Spins it out of there. Just want to run time out to Smith. Smith over to Parker. Parker drives in, shoots, shot, got it, and a foul. And it's going to be on Hunt, so Parker will try to put the icing on the cake here as he steps up to the free throw line. And free throw short. Hunt out of there with it. Cyclones working up quickly to Matt Whitman. Whitman. So calling a foul. That'll be a foul on Ham. 42-34. Reed going to come in. Clear goes out. Arnett in. And Smith out. Don't want Smith to pick up that fifth. 51 seconds left to go here. 8-point lead for Lewistown. To Whitman. Whitman, a bounce over to Copeland. Copeland looking for an avenue. Drives in. Double clutcher, no good. Rebound fought for. And a jump ball. Possession arrow says West Prairie. The counter will throw it in. Into Whitman. Whitman, shot on the way, no good. Ham down with the rebound. He'll loop it up to Parker. Parker just holds. Over to Reed. Reed works it down under 30 seconds left. And Whitman's going to give the personal. As that'll put a Reed up to the free throw line. And Reed with a couple of free throws here. As Reed sets himself at the free throw line, no good. And now Cole Cordell will come in. Ryan Clark up, and another three-point shooter in there. 28 seconds left. Second one, no good as well, and Hunt down with the rebound. Here come the Cyclones. Copeland in the lane, out to Cordell. Cordell three high in the air, no good. We've got a foul underneath. They're going to whistle a foul on Arnett. The counter will trigger in. 19 seconds left to go here in the ball game. This last minute has taken 6 hours. Copeland, three on the way is no good. Rebound pulled down by Ham. Over to Reed. Reed waits, back to Ham. Up quickly to Pace. Pace spinning, fires it over there to Ham. Ham. And with 5 seconds left here, that'll put it away. The Indians going to get the win. 42-34 over the West Prairie Cyclones here. Experience leading the way as the Cyclones will drop this one. And Lewistown getting the win here. And that's going to wrap up our broadcast from here as you've been watching TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH.